All right, good day again. I'm back again talking about my journey in the IT world. The last time there were a lot of reactions to us concerning the video I released on my journey in the IT industry. So, where did I stop? I stopped at, I think I talked about my institution, how I changed my course from being an elect engineer to become a computer scientist. So after school, I went to my NYSC. After my NYSC, I met someone that trying to get a job. I met someone that I spoke with, and he said, "Since you study computer science, are you good in programming language?" I said, "I'm trying," but then he now introduced me to somebody that is Mr. Roadman, my guy at the top. So he sent me to him that this is my boy. I want you to help him. But the thing is, he told me that in his office, that is Internet Exchange Point of Nigeria, he told me that it will be a bit difficult to work with them because they have security door everywhere that they need to produce a card for me. But there's a place it's called NIRA, Nigerian Internet Registration Association, that I can go there to go and meet someone that I can be working with that person. The person name is Moses Ajayi. Talking about Moses Ajayi, is someone that I will continue to appreciate him for his doggedness towards his job. I learned some things from him. So I got there by providence. I met him at the data center. There's a cubicle that we use then at NERA. NERA is just a small organization. As a matter of fact, I worked with them for 3 months without pay. I joined them in November 2010. So, November 2010, I joined them like an apprentice. Meanwhile, I was working for them. So, when I joined them, I was handling their web services, their website, and the rest of it. So, as regard the web services, when I joined them, I was doing a little bit of online form registration. But then, the first thing that struck me when I got there is that they asked me if I can be managing their website. Yes, I say I do a bit of HTML, PHP, and I never knew that there is something they call content management system. So they gave me the website, gave me the login. I was like, excuse me, what am I going to do? So I did a lot of research. I discovered that what they use for the website is a content management called Joomla. The name of the content management system used for development of that website is Joomla. And that was my first interaction with that content management system. I don't even know my left from my right. I had to call some of my schoolmates that I know that they must have been doing something. My schoolmate then, Dayo, we call him Babadi. I called him and he said that he knows it and he was trying to show me something, but he doesn't have enough time for me. At my earliest stage in my career, one thing I appreciate more is internet. Honestly, because there is availability of internet. What do you think? I work in a data center. Internet is everywhere, so I appreciate internet so much. And then we do 24 hours. We do 24 hours a day, 24 hours off and on. You work for 24 hours. You go home the next day. You stay back. You come back. I met Moses. One thing that I learned from Moses is that the guy is doggedness towards his job. He's so dedicated. Now, we had the issue one time and we were about to go home late in the night, and Moses said, we can't go, that if I want to go, I can go. And I was like, we are supposed to go now, we'll continue the job tomorrow. He said, this is the only thing that gives us our daily bread and we can't leave it like that. We need to resolve this issue. And it's not that serious, but what I learned from him then is that it did not leave the job to the next day, and it struck me that so you can actually be dedicated to the level that if anything happens, you ensure that you fix it. That is still with me till today. So go back to I now started learning Joomla. I had to go on the internet, watching a lot of YouTube video. That was when I started doing it. I fell in love with Joomla. So then, any website, somebody contact me, Jegun, I need a website. Next thing is to use Joomla because it's an open source content management system which is very, very good. Then after some time, I noticed WordPress. A lot of people are saying WordPress. I discovered that WordPress is even more popular. It's everywhere. And because I fell in love with Joomla at first, I find it very difficult to switch. Even though when people are telling me it's better, it's more easy to use, and the rest of it, I find it very difficult to switch. But I started using it. One thing I want to say here is that during the time I was trying to learn Joomla, I search on the internet everywhere where I can learn, somebody can teach me how to use it. I didn't see. In Nigeria, I didn't see. I had to stick to the YouTube. In fact, Nira even planned to pay for it, but I scaled through by watching YouTube videos to learn how to use it. So I said I worked for 3 months without pay. After 3 months, they called me that would I like to work with them. I said, excuse me, I've been with you guys for 3 months without pay. Do I like to work with you? I said, yes. That was how I got the job with Nira. So that was what led to 13 years of experience with them, where I've learned a lot. So after Joomla, where I started learning other content management system too, I learned Drupal and I learned WordPress. And I discovered that WordPress is even more very, very popular and easier to use. Now, whatever I do, I need to design a website, I need to set up a website for someone or for myself, I use WordPress. In fact, will I say I've abandoned Joomla? No, it stayed there. It's just that I no longer use it. In fact, the website I did for thereafter, it was based on WordPress content management system. So then I continue with them. We do a lot of things, to the level that we started using it for our e-voting system, and it's a lovely experience that has led me to where I am today. So if you want to also grow as an IT person, I think you can start learning all this content management system. If you have interest in developing websites, they are all based on PHP, and that what made it easy for me because I already know how to code in PHP. I'm very conversant with PHP. So most of this content management system, Drupal, Joomla of this world, WordPress, they are based on PHP. I think I'm going to do YouTube video on content management system where I'm going to talk about Joomla, talk about WordPress, how to use them, and the rest of it. So that is what I want to say today. And Nira is a wonderful organization that I've learned a lot from. So then another new thing that I learned in Nira is that I discovered that all the servers, in fact, it was what even introduced me to server administration. All our servers are based on Linux. We use Linux operating system. As a matter of fact, it got to the level that even my laptop, when I wanted to learn Linux, I got a laptop for myself, and it becoming like I'm not too good in Linux, but then I'm doing it. Moses, I cut my cap for you. The guy really tried. He's a network guy. He's not a web guy, but he tried. He tried. He's one of those people. In the beginning, I learned from, so I started using Linux as well. So I bought a laptop, and I decided to remove the window, and I installed Ubuntu. That was what helped me to master Linux. And Linux is an interesting operating system, which I also think I need to do YouTube video on so that I can teach on how people can use it. I know a lot of people don't know how to use Linux, but then it's not a problem if you are not a techie person. Windows is still good. For instance, I got a MacBook and I struggled before I started using it. But then if you use Windows, doesn't mean anything. But Linux is for techie. It's for techie guys. But then they have, especially Ubuntu. Ubuntu have developed a lot of user interface that is very interesting, that is more or less like even Windows now, that everyone can use. I will continue the series next week. Thank you for your time and have a lovely day, lovely weekend. Thank you.